Here you can see I have all the parts spread out left to right, top to bottom, in the order in which they came off the machine. This being first, this being last. At this point you'll want to put new gloves on because all these parts were oily when they came off the machine. You're going to start with the parts that need to be the cleanest, which is this plate, this brass plate, and this plastic ring. Using new rags, you're going to first grab a new clean rag, inspect it, make sure that there's not too much oil. This stuff's all been washed. You're going to take brake cleaner. Like I said, don't put any of this on your skin. You're going to douse the rag in brake cleaner and wipe all these parts down. You see this black oil goes away with the brake cleaner, so you're going to wipe this down, and then this down. You're going to take the disc, and one hand will be in the rag and the other will have it like this, and we'll spin it around, and you'll make sure that it's clean. You don't want to spray the brake cleaner directly onto this because plastic is sensitive to brake cleaner. As you can see, I've gotten this this brass colored plate pretty clean. Just a quick wipe down. You'll also want to check, and I'm touching the outside because now these gloves might have a little bit of oil, and you don't want any oil on the surface where the plastic ring is going to ride. Flipping it around, there's a little bit of grease there from the pinion. Now, this one's pretty minimal. If there's an excess there, you'll want to wipe that down. This plate is also clean, and this plastic friction disc has been cleaned. It had some white residue that's now been removed, and after that you'll want to give each of the other parts a quick wipe down, and I'll go ahead and do that right now. Okay, each of the parts has been wiped down. There's no excess oil on any of them. Now if you wiped this bushing down from the pinion, this needs a little bit of oil on it. I would advise not wiping this down, but if you do decide to, just as a extra maintenance procedure while you're there, let's see, you go ahead and get the oil can, and for some reason these take a minute to start giving you oil. And go until we get oil, and this needs literally not even a drop, just the smallest amount you can possibly put on it. Take a new glove, no brake cleaner, because the brake cleaner will dissolve this oil, and spread that out. And then take your pinion, set it in there, make sure it rolls smooth in there. So take your pinky and spin it around there. That feels pretty smooth. We might need a little bit more oil. Now this is the main reason that clutches go out, is because this has too much oil on it, so you want to be careful. Just a little bit, just look for a little more, and if you go too far you can always wipe it off again. So we're just gonna spread that out real thin, insert it, and I bet you this is the perfect amount. So just 2 little drops. That feels pretty free spinning. Yep, that feels good. Now, there can be oil on the outside of this, as long as it's not too much. If it's dripping with oil, then you got a problem. That's gonna mess up your clutch later. So that's the only part that should have oil after this. Now wiping this and this and this and this down is not so important. You, again, just don't want it dripping with oil. Now we're going to start reassembling these parts onto the machine.